Hey YouTube, what's going on? Jazzy Nylon here. I thought I would make this video to help you guys out with understanding what the CAGED system is for the guitar and how to use it. So the CAGED system is a system for organizing or mapping out the notes on the guitar. So you need to know where your notes are on the guitar and in a way to play them consistently. So you can unlock the fretboard and just have freedom to play what you want, whenever you want, where you want on the guitar. So what are the maps of the CAGED system, and like where does that acronym come from? It comes from the bar chord shapes, well, the open chord shapes. So the C in CAGED is from this C shape here. The A is going to come from here. The G is from this one, open G. The E is from this shape. And the D. Okay, so based off of those 5 shapes, you can pretty much know where all the notes are on the guitar, and you can play it either going across or going up the neck like this. So all of your scales, arpeggios, and chords are pretty much contained in that these CAGED shapes in some form of another. So let's take a look at it. Then we start off with these, and we'll just do it in the key of C. What happens is the CAGED shapes, they're gonna stack on top of one another. Okay, so and it's gonna go up in that CAGED like acronym. So you got the C here, and then the A shape, which would be like this. If you slide it up a fret, then that bottom, that open A becomes a B. B flat. So then you take that shape, and if you move it up here, then it becomes C again. So then you have C, C. The next shape is that G shape. And the G shape for the C is up here. But of course, to compensate, because you don't have any open strings, it's going to be then the E shape, you bring that up here, and then you add the C, and then the D shape will go here. So then what you would have is C, C, A, G, E, D, and then it repeats again, back to the C shape. And so on and so forth. So what makes that great is now you have these zones of the guitar that you can learn the notes in. And once you learn the notes in that one zone and you stack them up together, you can play in that key up and down the neck or across. So for instance, in the C shape, if we learn all the notes there to the C major scale, on this string here, A string, you have C, B, A, G, F, E, and then you do your scale, C, A, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So then that's where these fingerings come into play. So that's the fingering for that C shape. But if you note up here, it might look a little more familiar. So then it'll be the E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, that's that C shape. And then all these notes you need in order to play in C. But to help you break free from the cage, you need to know the intervals as well. So knowing that this C is always going to be root, so that's going to be 1, that's going to be 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, another 3, another 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So not only do you know the notes, but then you know the function of the notes. Knowing the function of the notes will then allow you to use these patterns in different keys at different places on the neck. So then randomly, if we just go here, then that's going to be F. And you may not know the notes of the F major scale, but if you know the function, you know that this is always going to be your root. And then that root is doubled there. The third is there. Third is there. Third is there. The fifth, the second. And these shapes just, it's always going to be the same regardless of where you are. In that C cage fingering position, those notes are always going to be the same. The function of them. The names of them will change depending upon what key you're in. So, you do that in the C. Then you would go to A. And same thing. You play your C major scale. You have C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, or F, G, and then A. And same thing, you would learn the functions. Knowing this is the third, that's a third. And then also your intervals, knowing that that's an octave. That's an octave. Octave. Fifth. Fourth. All of that is contained in these shapes, and it's the same in all of the 5 positions. So you have that scale. One thing I didn't show you here is then that's where the scale comes from, out of the A caged position, or the A map, we'll say. That's the major scale. Then you want to know your triads. So in the triads would be C, E, G, C, E, G. And then the same thing, it's going to be the same because the function will be the same. That's always going to be a major triad here. So on and so forth. So you put that together, and then you can add on and get your chords. You got a major 7 triad. I jumped up to one here to this G shape. But that's where your material that you're going to use to improvise and to play chords and the comp is going to come from, is these shapes here. So if there's a chord, C major 7, which that was a drop 2 position. Don't need to worry about that per se. I'll do another video on that one. But with the drop 2, the notes of it is still coming out of that A map. And we know like a C major 7 is C, E, G, and B. So then you got your C here, G here, B there, and then E there. And then what can you play over that? A C major scale. There's your C major scale. That was the arpeggio. What else you got? Your major pentatonic. And if you know your theory, then you can manipulate these in order to get your other chords. So you're in that drop 2, because then if you know, all right, well, if the major is the third, and if I lower that, that makes a minor. So if you know where your third is, but we had that major 7 in there anyway. So C minor major 7, or your bar chord, C minor. Sorry. So I hope that little bit starts to sink in, and then you connect them. So then to go back here, G. So now I'm here in the C map where we started. Now I went to the A. And you just practice moving in between the two shapes. And then you'll know the notes. And then you won't get lost. So then the C, then the G map was here. Same thing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, or B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And then there's chords and arpeggios associated with that. Oh, sorry. And the same thing applies in that C map that we were talking about here. Knowing the functions of what the notes are. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So then if that's a major 7, then there has to be a flat 7. Has to be, all day. So then if this is 1, 2, then this has to be a flat 3. And then if I know 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, 1, or if I do 1, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 7, 1, so that's where the theory comes in with those, because then you can manipulate them to turn them into the sounds that you need, and then you can recognize it. So then that'd be another way where you won't get lost. And then you connect that one, this one. And then you see there in that E, now I'm back in the C map. And then you just practice, I put on like a little vent so that you don't get lost. In the G map, back into the C map. I have to go there. And then you get different fingerings depending upon how you move between the two. So and you'll develop some favorite moves that you like. Like I like to go. Or you might want to go. Mess that one up. Using that stretch, I typically don't use that one that often, so I would go up the arpeggio. You do that one, and that was in the G position. Then we go to the E position of the C. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. And then that one connects to the G, back to the A, back to C. And then same thing, you put your groove on. So that your goal is to play it along the neck. You can go across. Then we got the D position. Same thing. But if we start back here, kind of look at it as the stretch position. All right. Kids need a lot of things today, so I had to go get them a peanut butter sandwich. But anyway, like we were saying, all right, connect that position. We're in the D position. And then so then that's where these different fingerings kind of come into play. This one is kind of a stretch if you want like the full 2 octave. So you start there with the C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. I don't use that stretch one down there. You'll see, and then we'll talk about some 3-note per string stuff, and that involves the stretches, but I'll use it sometimes for that, but 9 times out of 10 I'm kind of playing around the arpeggio shape and whatnot. So taking a look at the scale for that one, we did the scale for that one, and that was in the D, and then like we said, then it repeats again at the C. So then now we're back. So now we've gone through the whole CAGED for C, and then it has now unlocked the whole neck going long ways and across the neck for us. So now we're free. And then we know up here, we've already gone over it. It's the same as up here. So we know that C goes back to the A. And then if you want to, when you get it together, then you can go down string. Oh, sorry. So the way that you progress up and down the neck or across it is really going to depend upon the phrase that you want to use, and that's where it gives you flexibility. So you can phrase the line how you see fit, and if it involves going across the strings, you can, or if you need to go up you can go up and you can move however you want to move. So like, but I hope this helps you out with learning the cage. And remember, man, just have fun. Take care.